Hello everyone and welcome back to Riven. Whoops, that's the wrong save. Hey guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to Riven. Last time I left off before this puzzle, but this time I just wanted to dawdle around like some old fool called Matthias, or Matthias, if you want to say it weirdly, and not solve the puzzle, because I've kind of forgotten, I guess, what I'm doing. Hey, like, I don't know, man. So, this may or may not be 1440p because I have all the resolutions set up extremely specifically for my old monitor at 1080, so I didn't want to mess with it because I would have to mess around the values all night long, and there's other things I would rather be doing all night long, like failing to sit in a chair. I gotta get a better, comfier chair. It's just like killing me. So I wanted to finish this because I oftentimes don't finish games, so I wanted to finish this. Because, you see, the thing is, there's a whole lot of reading and cutscenes and not a whole lot of me talking coming up, sort of, so yeah. But I've been working on videos. I've been taking notes for some really big videos I want to do, like videos about cars, but I have to really note down stuff I want to talk about. And, you know what? Excuse me just a moment. Oh, man, that's better. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah. And a video about, well, my story about MLP, which I've really been struggling with because I keep making videos. I tried to make a video where I just kind of off the cuff it and try to tell the story, but it's just not good enough because I really need to express myself because I feel like I just haven't. And I don't know, I'm kind of stuck and it's just something weird that I feel like I really just want to express how I feel because it's really kind of strange. Feel and or felt, and it's important to me. It might seem dumb to you, but I'm trying. Every time I try to off the cuff it, my gut tells me like, no, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't feel right. So maybe I'll write it down. Anyways, maybe I'll try to do this puzzle now. So this is the marble puzzle, and there's a weird little thing to it. I.e., there's 6 of these, but I think we only know 5. So here's Milton. Remember this? Ah, yes. Yes. So there is, well, I mean, there's 6, but I guess we don't know. Yeah, there's 6 colors, but, hey, prepare for the boring stuff. But then there's, like, only 5 islands, so, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's weird, because one island you'd think might have 2 domes on it or something. I'm not really sure. I can never remember this one. Look at all this dumb shit that I wrote. But let's just start with the stuff we do know, I suppose. So did I write down anything? Like, what didn't I? Okay, so yeah, number 1. Stop trying to write down the silly stuff. It just makes it so that Survey Island, yes. So Survey Island is orange. And Survey Island is... Are you serious? I didn't write down, like, which island is Survey Island, though? Are you kidding me? Damn it, I think Survey Island might be this one. Okay, so I know this is Jungle Island because it's the biggest. That's J for jungle. This is... Well, I'll put a P there because, you know, this one is B for boiler, which leaves, I think this is survey, which would make this, I don't even remember what. It's possible these are swapped. Yeah, well, whatever. I'll just have to see. Okay, so let's start with something I can actually tell. This is freaking Boiler Island. So boiler is just the straight line, and then the straight line is we don't know. Great. Okay, so Jungle Island then. Jungle Island is that one, and that one is red. We can start with red. Oh, yeah, nobody saw anything. We can start with red. So the red one goes onto that square, and it goes onto the one over on that square. So it kind of goes like that, I suppose. So that's kind of the idea. Now, I have literally no recollection of how you're supposed to find out which islands these actually are. There must be some really obvious thing I'm missing. Well, okay, I mean, if we know that, this... We don't know what color that is, but that's Boiler Island, and that's that one. But that's got to be purple, because that's the only other color. So, Boiler is the first one, and then it's on the bottom like that. So, like that. Okay, we're sort of moving along. Hey, this is some exciting stuff, am I right? I don't know. Let's talk about buzzsaws and using them to slash your own tires in a fit of rage. Right, so yeah, this is totally wrong here, right? This is the start T for temple. This is survey. For survey. Right there. So now that I know that, survey island is that one, which is orange, so I can put orange on the last one and then one down. Is it like that? No, it's like that. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess this up because I always forget this one stupid little factor. I don't know. Just like I forget that it... Man, this game is not conducive to me being funny. Look at that peaceful atmosphere. Look at that. Look at it. Listen to those waves. This game is good only for meditating and for sitting around and doing nothing while closing your eyes and like putting your hands in the meditative position. It's very important when you meditate, you should put your fingers in the meditating looped position and sit on a pillow or like a plant. Sit on a banana tree, just right on top, in a manner that should not be physically possible. Okay, moving on. That's the starting island, which means it's green. So it's the second from the top and it's the first over there. Okay, so now, you see, the thing is, we've got this island here. Now, I marked that with a P, because it's, you know, prison island. I can't remember if that's a spoiler or not, but whatever. Now, I know where the thing is, right? But the question is, which the hell of these things is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this... or it's that, I guess, or it's probably completely different. It's probably some bullshit thing that nobody can figure out ever. Because this game's actually really brutal, I just realized. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. I just realized. I enjoyed it as a kid because spoilers and walkthroughs. Yeah, that's what I thought. And let me guess, if I just swap out that color for the other one, it's not going to work either, is it? Hopefully those marbles didn't reset, though. You know, you should just be able to look up into this thing to see, like, where the pressure plates are for these. You probably don't use the purple one at all, do you? Or I got the position of a dome wrong. One of those frigging things, I always do it. I swears to you. No, I would definitely know if something was happening. Look at those artifacts. You could dig them up and say, look what I found. It's a bunch of pixels. Not as good as a plant pot, perhaps. Yeah, see, this is so frigging stupid. I'm just gonna look this up and once again just realize how dumb I am. Did I get this one wrong? Hang on. Dude, I totally crossed these lines and mixed them up. Yes, this one goes... Stupid private! Go away! This one goes on that side, like that. So, the thing is, though, this is Prison Island and we have not been there, which means we can't look at the dome for it, so we can't see what symbol it is, so we can't know what color it is, and I guess we just have to guess. That seems weird. It's either yellow or it's blue, and it's blue. But then why isn't it yellow? Like, it could be yellow? Is there any reason that you would know that it isn't supposed to be yellow? I don't really like solving puzzles without understanding the solutions, as some of you may know. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly how we would know, because yellow or blue, either one of those could be this small island. I don't know how you're supposed to... I'm sure there's some way. I'm sure there's some way in one of the books or something that you're supposed to know that, but like, I don't know, let's get to the freaking stuff. Let's get to the stuff that happens in a progressful way. You know, progress! Let's get our reward. Oh, we have to push the button. And that still didn't work. So that means I messed it up again still. What? No, there's no way I messed that up. I sneak myself towards the suspicion that I may have been duped. No, it's this. It's so hard for me to keep two things in my head at once. That square, which is up, and this thing, which is down. Wow, I hope that's right. Hey guys, guess what? You want to see this again? I thought so. Time for the big red button! Well, it's yellow and it's smallish, but you know, we take what we can. Oh, yeah. Hey guys, guess what? I'm also not using my face cam either, because it's gotta be cinematic with me blabbling over it, so it kind of ruins it. Oh, and there's the marbles back in their positions. That's a graphical oversight. Oh, but guess what we just did? That's right. What's like the quickest way to get to like any dome of any description whatsoever? I don't know. I guess I'll go back over here. Hey, let's look through this door again. I don't know. I just like Riven's animations. So sue me. That is the name of a old Macintosh sound. It's called So Sue Me because lawsuits were involved. It's the suit that you wear when you're doing law stuff. It's got cat urine in it. The ladies love it. That, along with being egotistical and not ever cleaning your kitchen, make you have a happy married life. There comes my silly garbage. Oh, let's go. Took me a little bit of a while to, get my groove back, but hey. Oh, them delicious pixels. You know, I almost kind of wonder if maybe Riven wouldn't... If maybe the low-res and graininess is hiding some of Riven's imperfections and that's why it looks so good, you know what I mean? Like, if this was in high fidelity, maybe some of this stuff wouldn't look as good because you could see it more clearly. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, when you have HD movies now, you see all the mistakes, but you didn't when it was all interlaced and blurry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the dome, the dome, the dome. I guess there's one over here. I guess anyone's as good as the next. And once again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with these. Those things are not untextured. Just please ignore the man behind the curtain. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to try to look up exactly how you're supposed to know. If it really is a guessing game, then I guess it's fine, because there's only two possible options. But still, it seems uncharacteristic of Cyan. They're very, very brutal in their puzzle design sometimes, but not like... I don't think they ever leave you literally without a clue. It might be a bullshit clue, but... You know what I mean? Alrighty. So in other games I'd be talking while I'm moving, but in here I guess I just always feel the need to like shut up during movies. These are cutscenes, am I right? They're cutscenes, not animations. Yeah, okay, come on now. Not part of the normal game, they're all just cutscenes and we're not allowed to talk over them. I think Raukau at one point says he didn't talk over cutscenes. Wow, I can scratch my nose without looking weird on camera. This is so liberating. Okie doke, let's go to the dome. We have the code and it's powered now. I mean, properly powered. I can't really remember why it wasn't properly powered before, but okay. Thank you. Okay, so the dome code is 11, 12, 15, 16, 24, so... 24? Oh, yeah! That was my short and, foolish version of oh, yeah. It's not like, oh, yeah! Which is what I say in bed, just constantly, with no break. It's no wonder my voice is shot all the time, and my neck is weird, but, that's actually a different issue altogether. I should get a car so my neck can be even more weird all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Oh, finally, look at that beautiful, ugly, hideous hell age. Oh, yeah. See, Riven, unlike Mist, doesn't give you access to every age right away, just as long as you can solve stuff. It saves something for you. And by God, you're gonna look at this for just as long as it wants and no longer and no lesser. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, that was a little anticlimactic. Okay, well, we're in a cage now, so that's pretty cool. Can't get out. Well, I guess it's game over. Boy, Cyan are sure terrible designers. What do you, did you just wait? I can't really remember what you even do, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Okay. Hey, get ready to be talked at for 1,000,000 years.
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me. Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed. To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer. Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in, well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atreus desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state. Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you. Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Yeah, so you don't have to, but you could drag this out ever and more if you want to. Yep, he's a bad guy. It's obvious. This isn't Steven Universe, so he doesn't get redeemed. He's really just evil. Well, I mean, he's sort of tragic. He's the tragically hip evil. He's not even in there. He's on the ground, screaming at the sky, but we can't hear it because there's no speakers in the books. I kind of wish I'd gotten one of those limited edition linking books with real LCD screens and possibly real teleportation. Oh, no. From the mist thing, but like I just can't justify that stuff because I'm gonna be like, wow, this is cool for 5 minutes, and then I'm just not gonna do anything. You know, I just no. I gotta save up to break my back even more, so it's important. I forgot that was for that, you know. Hey, whatever. Yeah, because I say like the green screen here is really good, but maybe it actually isn't, and maybe the pixelation is just hiding it or something. Hey. Are you? Oh, this is a different book. Oh, okay. I thought this was a separate diary that I was going to have to read. Good lord on a stick. Maybe if I read a diary again, my voice will, like, heal. It'll unbreak, yeah? It's sounds like a good plan. Well, there's that there. But first, let's turn on the fireplace, because this place clearly isn't hot enough. Well, maybe, you know, maybe it's just colored red, but it's actually cold as hell. Did you ever think of that? Eh? Well, whatever. Let's go down and see what's the haps. To use another quote from Raucow. Jeez. So, these are people in the Riven universe. To Gen, I guess that's Gen's wife. I don't know. He's got a tragic backstory, so let's read it. But first, let's get, you know, somebody's smiling wife in our face. Sounds like a fun time. With consent, of course. It's not for everybody.
Tagamem, san botegan shem, fasi.
Shora is some sort of greeting. I don't know what the Tay is. I don't know what she's saying. It's some deep lore, man. But she's probably saying, Gen, I love you, but you will become a bad person in the future because I am psychic. If you're a wife, you're psychic, okay? So all you gotta do is get married, and you can help Phoenix Wright solve a case, but not really, because that would sort of break the gameplay. So, oh yeah, there's actually more puzzles still. Well, let's see here. Should we... It's actually kind of hard to write down, but let's just do it. And I forgot to memorize that. Okay, what it goes ding something. So you have to write down silly sounding words. Okay, come on. Mouse, please. Ding, ding, ding. I'm sorry, I have to write this down immediately. Ding. Ding. Like, I don't know, that's just some mnemonics. Doesn't really look like it means anything, but whatever. That's good enough, right? It's good enough. Hey, let's get to the best part, but I don't think this is as long as the other books. I'm not really sure. Also, I probably can't imitate him so well. It's not as long. It's not as long. Fact, it's not as long. Honestly, is there any code in here? I really don't think there is. I think at this point we're sort of just dealing with backstory. I mean, I don't know. Again, it's hard to read this anyway. I don't know. I don't really want to go and read this bedtime story. Or do I? Is it relaxing? Do you find me reading relaxing? Go stream myself sleeping and farting in my sleep. Okay. I'm really not feeling this one. Hey, read it if you want. Gen's got a tragic backstory. This is his backstory. That shadow keeps changing when you return the pages. Look at that. They couldn't have just... Oh, whatever. Yes. So apparently his writing changes when he gets emotional or something. I don't know. It's... Oh yeah, possibly there. Yeah, see? So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Drawer's pointless. Yeah, this is Welcome to Windowsill 1997. So that's the stuff. It's just personal bedroom slash bathroom. I mean, come on. It's just rude to stay in there. So let's go to the one place we have not been able to go to before. Prison Isle. I love that effect, the explodey effect. Z-math up in the place. What did I call it after I stopped making it be about math? When I was like 11 years old or something, I made like what I called a string math thing for Quick Basic, where it was like a big num thing that did math on strings so you could have huge numbers. It was totally pointless, but I've always liked Tinker. Yeah, the sound is not necessarily always sort of like where you would expect it to be. But here we are. So, yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, the only way you would know for sure what this color and symbol even is by coming here after the fact, purposely closing it, and then going, yeah, it's freaking blue, I guess. So there. Uh-oh. Blue! But let's stop it, though. Man, I just love these rusty old things. Hey, Firmament's looking good, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't. I don't really know. I only know what news I'm sent. I get the biased news from the biased source. I'll probably just play it on standard because I don't want to shell out for yet more equipment for VR and junk. Especially when VR equipment has not yet settled. There's different options. No, but choices. Choices, that's terrible. Okay, so this thing goes like... Okay, so it goes like... No, it goes like... I think? Bro... I totally wrote it down. Ding, ding, don't be a complete asshole. I hate... Dude, I totally get the... How am I so... Literally? Now I have to do... Oh, excuse me. Seriously, what did I get wrong? What? That is correct. Listen. That's totally right. It's some sort of King's Quest crap where you gotta go backwards or something. Hey, let me just save here so I can reload. Bedroom, as they say in Canadian. Oh, let's just head back. So, like, unless... There's some secondary... Oh. Of course, I always mess this one up. It's one of those hidden puzzles with a hidden object, where the solution is not using your brain, but it's just noticing some hidden object. Incredible. Still, I love this game. Oh, man. Maybe we have to come up here first and get told?
You made it. But how'd you get past? You have to get me out of here. If Gen gets the linking book to Dunny, he'll kill Atris. Gen's people may be watching us. The combination to the elevator is somewhere in Gen's office. Be careful. Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
Apparently her voice was dubbed for some reason. I mean, okay. It's just a fact that I heard. Incredible. So, this is like 3D Zelda games wherein after things finish happening, it takes like 10 seconds for you to gain back control for some reason. So, I think maybe you have to come up and have her say that first. Because for some reason, you're supposed to, like, not have gone straight to Gen's bedroom. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. Like, I guess... I don't know why you wouldn't explore first, though. Yeah, it just straight up doesn't work, and that's so weird. Why would they expect you to warp all the way to a different island before just exploring your environs and finding the code? Strange. Maybe they don't expect you to realize it's a code or something, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a little odd. Those are some nice banded low color graphics. 60-bit colors, 65,536 colors. Not full true color. Don't understand here.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it. We're all free. You captured Gen. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what they'll do once they realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
Yes, in your journal. How could I forget your journal, lady? You sure are a writer! Ha ha ha! Oh, boy. You and that stupid troll emotional manipulator guy who pretends he's not a troll but is. You really did a number on me. So I guess you're supposed to wait because you're supposed to not be able to catch her because they didn't record that. Yeah, I was looking at the green screen around her hair and I guess it's not perfect, but the pixeliness hides it. Hey, whatever. This game is amazing. Hey, we're just waiting here. It's realistic. It's realistic. She has to take the exact amount of time that it would take. There's no reason not to just spam it, honestly. It's just silly. I hope the Starry Expanse team doesn't, like, make that not be a thing or something. It'd be amazing. Yeah, that thing is not synced. So they're called Fire Marble, but they should be called Fire Banana. They should be called Fire Banana Domes. Or Cantaloupe Domes, because let's be honest, they're Cantaloupe Domes. Let's not be stupid. I'm never stupid on the internet. Okay, doke. So we're kind of pretty much home free now. I think. Oh, and we get to watch this again. I mean, let's be honest, we've seen it already. We don't need to have any more fun. So the first island then is going to be, whoops, this one. I'm telling you. I guess I should watch this, you know, because we're near the end of the game, so, you know, gotta give it a chance to strut its stuff upon the runway, as the kids say these days. Strut it. Boy, howdy. That gender non-determinate person sure strutted their stuff upon the runway today. Boy, howdy, and a steak sandwich. They sure did. Bob. Etc. So yeah, the latest 2 episodes, Steven Universe, slightly less of a downer than the others in the future series. I guess they're gonna sort of up the down in the second half, hopefully, or something. So yeah, this thing, it comes all the way down here. And there's nothing underneath, no loot, no coins, not a sausage. Extremely well not done anything about. So, if you're not trying to LP this for the internet and worried about if you're entertaining, this is a much more relaxing experience, but, you know, hey. Also, if you've got a walkthrough nearby to get you through the tough parts, which is every part, I guess, but... Shh! Nobody has to know that. So, hopefully I've got everything I need. was thinking there's this sign over there with islands. Surely that doesn't tell you which is which, though, does it? I mean, love the sense of weight there. Seriously went all out. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't tell you anything. It's just like, hey, these Tetris blocks exist! Well, as we reach the denouement, I guess I should say that Riven is an awesome, amazing game, even though it's brutally difficult, and some might call it bullshit, and some have called it bullshit and have really ranted strongly, but I don't know. I like it. Cyan, I like their games. Let's I don't know, I can't remember what else to say. So let's try to enter the code, shall we? The code is in her journal. Well, it's probably on this page. At least they're kind enough to put it there so you know that you don't have to read all this other stuff, but you still do have to just keep clicking and 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 clicking. Are you serious? It wasn't even there. I probably skipped right past it. Yo, you book. You always beat me. You always defeat me. You always eat me with pudding and grape jelly. You always bash me over the head with a blackjack. Oh, book. You are my nemesis. There it is. It's not even the last page, it's just there. Oh, and I wrote down the code, so this whole thing is just pointless. No, that's the dome code. Did I write down? Yes, I did. Oh my god. 41324. This is so pointless. 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. It's like, here, you have to snap that up, and then you'd have to have the steam going, so it's, you know, it's relatively foolproof, but not idiot-proof. Like, this just looks super real, I don't know. But let's have a look first. It's a starry expanse, but you can breathe in it. There's a big hole. It's sort of a black hole, but not a black hole, if you sort of take my meaning. I don't know, let's jump in. We might have some adventures. We are the Knights of Time and Space. He's not casting a shadow on the ground.
Where's the book?
Atris!
I don't know.
Oh, I never realized that. Wow, that kind of ruins it. Still, render time is expensive, bro. Release dates.
The villagers are safely in the Rebel Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us. This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me.
Could you speak up a bit?
Goodbye, my friend. understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure, that riven cleft of stars that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
What a great, great speech to end on. The ending can never truly be written. It's memorable. So, some people call these games interactive slideshows, but you know what elevates these games above all the crappy FMV games of the 90s? Well, I mean, aside from the fact that they're super high quality in production, you know, it's the frickin' world and the lore. I mean, seriously. Some people would rather have, you know, hardcore gameplay with no FMVs. That's cool. Celeste or something, but man, I love stuff. John Keston is, again, very charismatic. Yeah, Rengen Alte voiced over Catherine. I guess the original actor was like, she didn't sound right. She sounded like this. I thank you, as does my husband. We are now free, and the path is made clear for us to escape Riven. If you want to help me, I have nothing more to say. She managed to do it without her mouth going all weird looking. That was pretty impressive, but not impressive enough. They had to dub her. So yeah, there's of course Myst 3 and 4 and 5. 4 is brutally hard. I only got a little ways into that. I've beaten Myst 3 once, but I tried to play it a couple of years ago and I got stuck on the blue lightning thunder sky age because I couldn't remember what to do. That was great, but I really like Myst 3. I know it's not quite as good as the classic Myst and Riven, but I really like Myst 3. So I remember playing it when it was new and it had that sort of like move your mouse around, so it was like a virtual slideshow. Way better. It's not the kind of games for everyone, that's for sure, but I like them, even when I'm bad at them. So, I close, understanding that in books and ages and life, exercise, despite your best hopes and wishes, is very important. The end. It just stops. It just stops before it's even... Okay. Well, that's an end. Bye!